Hola y bienvenidos a la clase de señora Molina. Yo soy la señora Molina, mucho gusto. Yo enseño Español 2 y Honores Español 4 en el colegio de Manalapan este año. I teach Spanish 2 and Honors Spanish 4 at Manalapan High School this year. Welcome. This is my 10th year in the district. I'm very happy and very excited for the new year. I have taught Spanish 1, Spanish 2, Spanish 3, and now Honor Spanish 4. Today I'm going to walk you through what to expect, what's in our curriculum, what we will be covering this year. I will also tell you about my grading policy, expectations, and requirements for our class, including Google Meet sessions, extra help hours, and of course, some useful resources. Just so you know, the Spanish 2 curriculum can be accessed through our website, frhsd.com. So through academic Spanish 2, students will gain the knowledge of Spanish language structures and vocabulary to communicate about real-life situations in the 3 modes of communication: interpersonal, presentational, and interpretive. During this course, students will develop knowledge of fundamental language structures and vocabulary through relevant, engaging, and comprehensive interactions. Students taking this course will expand and improve in their reading, writing, speaking, and listening skills in Spanish and will increase proficiency. In addition to learning a foreign language, students will gain a global perspective through the study of culture. By the end of this course, learners will be able to apply their language skills to engage in meaningful conversations regarding the community and culture by comparing and contrasting life in the United States with that of the Spanish-speaking world. For example, our first unit is focused on a day in the life of the student. They will be talking about their daily routines, comparing and contrasting their daily routines to the United States versus a Spanish-speaking country. The grammatical structures that will be covered in the first unit are basics. We review a lot of the present tense. We add some phrases, we add some extra grammatical structures, but again, just recycling and reviewing previously learned information. In the second unit, a special event, we explore celebrations, cultural experiences, traditions, holidays. This is generally towards November and December, where we can discuss our own traditions compared to the traditions in a Spanish-speaking world. Grammatical structures include recycling what we learned in the unit 1, the previous unit, but also an introduction to the preterite tense, which is the past tense, and a little bit of the past progressive tense. So there's a lot of grammar that happens in Spanish too. In the community is our third unit. This is where we explore different vocabulary about places and people in our communities. Again, they're comparing and contrasting their experiences here in the United States in their own communities, comparing it to a Spanish-speaking country. They use, in the unit 3, they use affirmative and negative commands, again, recycling previously learned information from unit 1 and unit 2, but then adding on to it affirmative commands. Do this, don't do this, turn right, don't turn left, that sort of thing, so that they are able to navigate through communities. The fourth unit is La Niñez, is the childhood unit, where they recall childhood experiences and behaviors. They use all of the past tenses at this point. Specifically the imperfect, where they're talking about where they used to do this. I used to eat cereal in the morning every day. So we recycle a lot of the grammar and we introduce new vocabulary like the family and different places where they would go when they in their childhood. So that is our 4 units. My grading policy is here. You can see the major assessments will be tests and projects, 40%, minor assessments or quizzes or multiple checkpoints throughout, 35%, and individual work is any other assignment. A major assessment targets the 3 modes of communication: interpersonal, presentational, and interpretive. Major assessments include reading, writing, listening, and speaking. The same goes for the minor assessments. They're just a little bit more condensed. This can be in any of the following forms. It could be a reading, a listening, a speaking, or a writing assessment. Individual work, anything else that is asked of them throughout the class is considered an individual assignment. Expectations and requirements for my class. I asked the students have a simple notebook dedicated just to Spanish class to separate from other subjects. I highly encourage students to use headphones. As there's a lot of listening and speaking, I will be speaking a lot in Spanish. They need to be able to hear me clearly, interpret what I'm saying, and then produce the language, which takes a lot of focus. Please try to find a place at home where they are away from distractions. And like I said, headphones would really help that. Students must arrive on time and be ready to produce the language. Students have to face the camera. We are responsible of the students. We must monitor them. They must remain visible throughout the entire class period. Students must participate in repeating words, phrases orally with their mics not muted. And I also encourage, and this is what we've been working on the last week, is a Spanish word wall, somewhere where they are, where they go to have our class, whether it's a corner in their bedroom or a corner in the living room or in the dining room. I'm asking them to produce a Spanish word wall where students can post and see common phrases and expressions needed to communicate with me effectively and authentically. This will help break the barrier of not knowing how to answer a question in Spanish. I'm giving them different strategies. So if they can see it while they are speaking to me, it will be a lot easier for them to produce the language. My extra help hours are the same as for the rest of the district. If a student in, for example, period 2 needs extra help and it's day F, and their period doesn't meet, all they have to do is just send me a quick text through Remind, and I will send the link and they can join that session. If you have the need to, you have any concerns, any questions, anything at all, please communicate with me through my email, or you can call mmolina@frhsd.com. My extension is 5195. Also, the Remind codes are here, period 6 and period 7. They have all signed up. Everyone in my roster has signed up to the Remind codes. Now, the following is a virtual interactive classroom. Basically, what this classroom is they can move their cursor, toggle over any of these, and these will open a different link to a different place that they, in the web, that they can access. For example, if you click right here, it will open up to our Google Classroom. Here's where they will see their classwork, they will see comments, they will see materials of any sort. Here are all the assignments that we've done so far. So it's very useful to be able to click on these. Here are my extra help hours, flipgrid.com, study Spanish. All of these are here for them, and they have access to this in Google Classroom. That was for period 6. This one is for period 7. And that is it. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. And this is all for now. Adios.